Yo, what is up, everybody? My name is Jerome, and welcome to the channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So this weekend on Sunday, I went to a win-a-box tournament and actually got first place. And the deck that I decided to play was none other than bystial sprites, or bystial sprites, however you pronounce it. It's whatever. Basically had some pretty tough matches, stuff like that. I didn't play against any SUG tier, but I'll go ahead and do the deck profile first and then do the matchup stuff after that, because I know a lot of people just want to watch for the deck profile. So go ahead and start off real quick with the 3 blues and then the 3 jets, the 1 red, 1 carrot, and 1 pixies. I did play the pixies in this. I think that pixie is heavily needed. I think this was the MVP overall for the entire tournament. It won me so many games. And red, funny enough, I completely forgot that I was only playing 1 red. I thought I was playing 2, but in one game I sided out my red and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling confident. I got 1 still in here. I summoned blue and I went to go search for red and I'm like, damn, I forgot to put the second red in. So the entire time I thought I was playing 2 reds, but I was only playing 1. So I would recommend, I guess 1 works. I'm so used to playing 2, so when I only had 1, I kind of felt weird, but it's all good. I only have 1 nimble angler, and then a 3 beaver. Obviously everyone's playing 2. I would recommend playing 2. I'm not playing 2 because I don't have a second one, but if I did, I would be playing a second one. And only 2 swap frogs. I think this is standard. The third one's highly not needed. So if you're playing the third one, take it out. You don't need it. All right, just play 2. And then just for, I guess, shits and giggles, I just did 1 Hyperia and 1 cap shell. These 2, you don't have to play these. All right, these are cuttable completely. I think I played them just because I built this deck like in a hurry. I built it like 3 hours before the tournament and I just put it together really quick, and I was like, whatever, I'll just play 1 of each, because I didn't really know what to put in. So I just figured, this is a good normal summon and this is also a good monster just to use to get draw power, why not? So and then for the bystial package, everyone's favorite 3 magnum hut or magna hut, whatever magnum hut, whatever, 3 Jewish worm, and that's it. I didn't do the other 2, the Saranir one. I just don't really see a purpose in it. Maybe it's just there to summon, but it doesn't do anything beneficial when it's in the graveyard or anything like that. So I figured to not run it and just go with 6. Before, I think people were doing 3 and 1. I didn't like it because I didn't like it because I didn't really see it that often. So then I went no, actually I think everyone was doing 2 and 1, and I didn't like that, so I did 3 and 1. And I still didn't like that because I was seeing them, but not too often. So then I bumped up to 3 and 3, and I'm seeing them a lot more. And I think that that's the perfect ratio. So if you're playing the bystial stuff, 3 and 3, I think that's just the best way to do it. For the hand traps, I did. I guess you want to consider the bystial's hand traps, but anyways, I did 3 ash blossoms, and then this, you don't have to do this. Again, I built it really quick, so I really wasn't putting too much thought process into it, but I did 2 ghost mourner moonlight. This actually won me a game, which is pretty cool. It was the first game too. Like I had bricked so bad. That was the only game that I bricked, and this was the reason why I won, which was pretty weird. But if I would probably take out the cap shell and these 2 and put in like skullmeisters instead, or if you wanted to, ghost bell. And then for the spells, I did 3 starters, 1 smasher, and 1 gamma burst. Interesting thing about gamma burst is that if you have at least 1 sprite monster on your field that has 1400 attack, and then you can literally have a jet, a blue, and that's it. And you can just attack. And if they have like an open field, and they, you can just attack, activate this, and that's the game. with just 3 little monsters on field, that'd be game. You can't do it with carrot, so don't do it carrot. I think if you do it with carrot, you'll have the opponent will have like exactly 100 life points. Just FYI. Then called by the grave, and then I did only 2 pot of prosperities. I was thinking about playing a 3rd one, but and I feel like a lot of people lose because they see way too many of this. And so I was thinking, one, you know, you're never going to see it. If you play 2, you're going to probably see it. If you play 3, you're going to see it way too much. You're going to, you know, the one that sucks is when you activate a pot card and then you draw into another pot card, right? No one likes doing that. I hate it. And so I said, you know, I'm just going to play 2. And it was good. I saw them. There was actually plenty of, I think I activated a pot all of one time throughout the entire tournament. The other time that I had it, I didn't even need it. But it was nice to have just in case. And then I did the 1 trap card. This card is broken. If you're not playing this, you need to play it, man. This card is such a ridiculous card. In my opinion, it's better than Smashers. Because Smashers, you have to essentially get rid of 2 cards. One from either your hand or graveyard and one from your field to just get rid of one of their cards. This is just like, hey, let me just take whatever you have and it's mine now. Like, so this card, along with Pixies, single-handedly won me, I would say about maybe like 5 games. This, like, every time I summon Jet, back in the, like, before this card was out, the play was to summon Jet and then search for your Smashers. Now it's summon Jet and search for this, because this card can easily give you the game straight up. And your opponent, they get scared of it because they know that if they go for their big play, they lose their big card. And it's just really difficult for people to get over. It forces your opponent to take care of all your XCs monsters and your Link monsters just so they can actually do something. And then the last 3 cards is the Imperms. God, I hate this gold rare, but it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll get a regular copy. And that will conclude the main deck. I believe it is 40 cards even. And now to the extra deck. I played the 1 Sprint, obviously. The 2 Elves. And funny enough, I think in every one of my games I only made 1 elf, which is weird. Normally I've always made 2 or 3, and this time around I've only made, I think, 1 elf per game, which is insane. All thanks to that trap card. 1 IP, 1 dark, 1 unicorn, and then this is where I would recommend maybe changing things out. So I did access Code Talker. You don't have to do it. I just did it just because I'm playing Dark anyways, and Dark with Nightmare goes into access Code Talker for games sometimes, so why not? And then, so my thought process of this is because everyone so far that I've seen with their deck profiles and what they're doing with sprites is that they're playing Avermax, and I noticed that Avermax, you know, it's a pretty hard card to get over. You can just use Smashers to get over it or something like that. But I was thinking, what else is probably beneficial of getting over that, or better to use to stop other decks that are, you know, going crazy or whatnot? And I was thinking just using Underworld Goddess. You know, why not? It's very easy for you to just splash little monsters onto the field. You also use IP, so you can do this on your opponent's turn as well. So it's pretty insane. They make Avermax. You just make this. You know, you use their Avermax. You summon this onto the field. If they're playing a deck that can use a graveyard, you can just use this effect to negate their special summon from the graveyard and stuff like that. Also, when it hits the field, you can just shut off their monster effects. So I just thought that this was better than Avermax, so that's why I used it. And then for the XC's monsters, obviously you're going to have your Zeus package with your Sky Cavalry, your Downer, and then your Zeus, everyone's favorite combo. And then I did the 1 Onibimaru Soul Sweeper. Really cool card, man. I make this a lot. I think I made it almost in every game. Just summon it, especially if I have the trap card set. I'll summon this, and then there we go. My favorite thing is when I have these 2 on the field together. So if I have Soul Sweeper and Sprint on the field, a lot of people it's so funny because a lot of people forget this card's second effect. I see so many people summon it and they never use the second effect, and me, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna make an Unubimaru. I'm gonna change on the summon. I'm gonna activate effect, get rid of one of his attachments, materials, and then bounce one of their cards back to their hand, and then activate his other effect to banish the other one, and then swing. Or if I have the Gamma Burst, and if I have another monster on the field, that's a game. So a lot of people keep forgetting about its second effect, so remember, it can bounce things back. And then obviously I did the Toad, and then the 2 gigantic sprites to sum up the extra deck. All right, and then for the side deck. Oh, funny enough too, a lot of people, I think I did that to about 3 people, sprint second effect, and all 3 of them had to read it, and they were like, I never knew this card did that. And I'm like, that's because nobody reads it. So in the side deck I did 3 Drolls. Drolls because I just don't like Floowandereeze, so that's why I did Drolls. Next I did my 3 stackable my 3 stackable D-shifters, and if you're wondering why I call them stackable, check out the last video. You'll see exactly why I'm calling them stackable. So, and then the 2 cosmic cyclones. You're gonna probably see a lot of back row removal stuff here. An extra smashers just in case. I think I sighted it in like once, but I did 3 lightning storms. Honestly, I just kind of put them in here because I didn't really know what else to put in. Again, like I just rushed and built this really quick, so I just said, screw it, I need 3 more cards, lightning storms. Like, I don't know. Never saw them, so. Add in the 3 evenly matches to sum up the side deck. In all honesty, I think I didn't see any of my side deck cards except for Droll. I seen 1 Droll and D-shifter I think twice because it's stackable, and that's it. I never saw an evenly or anything else, but you know, they're really good cards, so you should be running them. My matchups were, first round was a good friend, cool guy. He was just memeing around because he didn't know that it was a win-a-box tournament. He just thought it was a regular tournament, so he was came playing Metaphos. So next round was Dragon Links or bystial Dragon Links, however you want to call it. And then the next round was bystial Thunder Dragons, and then the next round was bystial Dragon Link again. So you see the pattern. I just played against a bunch of Dragon Links. Last round, pretty much me and him. We wasn't playing out a top 8, so it's just top 8 gets a prize instead of playing out top 8. So last round we pretty much just shook hands. We were like, good game, you know. didn't need to play it, right? Because we both are basically going to get first place, basically. So that was it. I somehow got lucky and dodged all the tier Shiju or Shiju tier players that day. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them, and I somehow dodged every one of them, which is pretty crazy, except for the last round. If we played out the last round, he would have been the Shiju tier, but there was just no reason to play it out. So like I said, if you enjoyed the deck profile, you already know what to do. I have another one coming up. I believe it would be either Thursday or Friday this week. I'm going to be making that, and that is going to be the bystial branded, because I got lucky enough with the box that I won, and I pulled another Lebellion and a Fenrir and a Unicorn. But now I have 2 Lebellions, which is exactly what I wanted, so this is pretty cool. So I'm going to redo the bystial branded deck, and hopefully I can pull off some good wins on Thursday so I can make that video for you guys. Anyways, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.